It does not make sense that your friend is somewhere, they are the one pulling them back. Let us be very sentimental now. Let us be like Nigerians now. Who knows where your friend is what will help you tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back to Band Today. It has been a very long minute. So it's not how I planned the year to be in my head. Somewhere in my head, I planned that January through December, we're going to be having content back to back every other week. But life did not happen that way. A lot of things have happened. But like I recently learned, let us leave all the explanation and all the shadline. Welcome to this episode of Band Today. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. And then if you're not new, you know the drill. Like this video, drop a comment, and share to as many people as you can. Today on the vlog, or today on Band Today, I'm going to be talking about a topic that I feel has been avoided for a lot of reasons, which are fine and which are very genuine. Societal limitations, probably is considered a taboo topic, but we're going to be talking about it here on the blog. Or why do I keep saying blog? We're going to be talking about it here on the vlog, here on Bands with D. And this topic is jealousy, the idea of jealousy in friendships, right? So the first thing that we should know is jealousy is a very normal emotion, right? We all feel jealous. Jealousy is normal. At different stages in your life, you feel jealous. But then jealousy is not limited to friends. Jealousy can be between or among siblings. It can be with your co-workers. And it can also happen in relationships. And when I mean happen in relationships, I don't necessarily mean that probably your partner is moving to somebody else, somebody is moving weird to your partner, right? It can be that you're just jealous of them, jealous of their, accomplishment. And in some cases, how this happens is you feel like everything is happening for this person, everything is going on well for this person, everything is going on fine for this person, but you feel stuck. You feel as though things are happening to people, but nothing is happening in your life. Not You're not moving, or your life is not moving the way that you thought it to be. Jealousy is not like the way Nollywood movies try to put it that you are this and then something that happens. Like, those kind of Nollywood scene now that something happened and then the friend will now tie some ropes or knock some nails. No. And that's how jealousy has been projected a lot. Many people feel jealous of you, but nobody will come out and tell you openly to your face that I'm jealous of you, my friend, right? Nobody would do that. And that is why this thing has been allowed to fester. That is why it has grown the way it has grown, right? So, like I said, jealousy is a very normal emotion. The negativity with jealousy is when it begins to evolve into resentment, it begins to evolve into envy, it evolves to a place where you are no longer contented with what you have, or you begin to feel like what this person has should be yours. You begin to wish that what your friend has, or what your partner has, or your coworker has does not happen, right? You begin to wish that they don't have it anymore, and that you wish you were in the position that they were. At that point, jealousy has evolved into something else, and sometimes I would like to describe it as witchcraft. Right? Don't forget, jealousy is normal. We all feel jealous, but negativity attached to it is when it becomes resentment or envy. So, what should you do if you're in this position? What should you do if you're jealous? The first thing that you should do is to take a step back. And life has become so easy and better than how our parents had it, or how it was maybe 10 years ago. The world is now online. The number of times that you even get to see this your friend that you're jealous of has reduced to maybe once in a year or once in 2 months, unless somebody you have seen every other day. But I mean, if you've had a friendship or a friend that you have been really tight for over 10 years, chances that you're seeing each other every other day is very slim. So the first thing that you should do is to take a step back, and it can also involve like just mute the person. Right? For me, at one point, when I felt that everybody was bubbly, everywhere was jay, and I was just stuck, like just muted people. I don't want to consume all of that. If all of that is going to be feeding my emotions negatively or feeding me wrongly, it's best to just take a step back. Doing, how are you? I've not seen your head or seen you for a while. Oh yes, it's fine. I'm just taking time to spending time on myself. And that takes me to the next point: self reflect, understand where all of this is coming from, understand what is going on wrong. And recently, I was hearing or listening to Apostle Femi Lazarus speaking, and then he said there's some stage that you get in your life that the next thing you should ask is, who has stopped praying for me, right? It's important to ask that question because I like to say, when you are self-reflecting, take stock of yourself, take stock of what you think must have gone wrong, and in some cases, it might be what you are consuming, right? For some people, if you're very spiritual, not even very, if you're spiritual, if you are not religious now, but if you're spiritual and you believe in God, you believe in Jesus, you believe in the Holy Spirit, probably you have detached yourself from him, right? And then you're spending time on, some wrong things, or probably, let's say, how do I say this? You're no longer listening to instructions from God. You're no longer hearing from God. Instead, what you're hearing are evil spirits that are poisoning your mind with jealousy. That's one way to take stock. If you are very religious and very spiritual, and then you feel, and it's been a while since fellowship with God, pray, perform any religious activity that you're involved with or in, it's important that you take stock. Probably you've taken too much of a step back from God. And then another way to self-reflect is, if you have been spending so much time on social media. Social media has a way of feeding you, some kind of vibes that the way you think will change. So that social media will alter your thinking, right? And then you'll see your mates, they're traveling to Rwanda today, going to South Africa tomorrow. Next week, they are on their way to the Maldives. Next year, they are on their way to UAE. They are going to Dubai. They are going to London. And then you feel, this person is my mate now. Why is this not happening to me? Small thing, a friend has bought a car. Small thing, a friend has built a house. And then you're beginning to think that, look at everybody. And then you take a look at your life, and then you feel, no, my life is not moving forward. No, social media has a way of poisoning your life. When our 20s, we're allowed to make mistakes, we're allowed to take things slow, not to, should I say not too slow? We're allowed to take things slow. Don't let social media poison your mind to a point where you feel you need to rush, you need to, do stuff to make things happen. And then when you now start seeing that, oh, this thing that you're seeing on the internet is also happening to your friends, and when you're channeling those negative emotions, you're not going to be channeling it out there. It's your friend that you're going to be channeling it to, right? I don't know if you see the scope. So take a step back and then reflect. What happened? What has gone wrong? What is missing? What changed in your life that jealousy is now beginning to take the forefront? And jealousy can push people to take really crazy steps. So please take a step back and then self reflect. The next thing that you should do, if you're feeling jealous in any way, is to talk with people, talk to somebody. You could talk to your parents, you could talk to a counselor, you could talk to a pastor, any spiritual leader that you have, you could talk to your mentor. It's important to talk about this stuff to people. If you are speaking to somebody that is in a higher authority than you are, the chances that they will help you back on track is like almost nearly 100%. They're going to help you back on track. Okay, do this way. Oh, why not try? Why not try taking another step? Why not try, making some sort of efforts in your own life, right? So it's important to talk to somebody. Talk to somebody in a higher authority than you are, because if you're talking to co-friends, should I say co-friends? If you're talking to your friends, they might not see it from a position that they're seeing it. It comes with, should I say, experience. But it's important to talk to somebody in a higher authority, or um talking to a counselor, in this case, somebody that you don't even know. But I don't know why we don't even allow. I think Nigerians generally, the idea of talking to people about our emotions is weird, and that is why a lot of things happen that the way they do. So, like I said, it's important to talk to somebody, especially somebody in a higher authority than you are. And then the next thing to do, this one is very dicey. This one, I will only encourage it if you and your friend are in good terms, or your relationship has sort of matured to a level where this can happen. Talk to your friend about how you feel. Talk to them about your feelings of jealousy. That is the next step. Talk to your friend about your feelings of jealousy. My my hope is that they don't take it the wrong way, and this is what many people avoid. But recently, I was a friend was sharing how another friend of theirs was going through a challenging time, and the, the person had the platform to speak to their group of friends. You could talk to them, oh, this is how I'm feeling at this point, or this is not necessarily about jealousy right now, but she was not in a good place. But there was this there was a platform available for her to be vulnerable enough to share what she was going through. Those are the type of friendships that we should be looking out for. Friendships where you can come in and share how you feel, and then we'll help you work through this process. We'll help you deal with whatever it is that you're passing through. Not necessarily everybody swallowing their emotions. Meanwhile, a group of three, one person will not be separated, like the whole, internet saga. Not friendships where you're talking to your friend or you're talking to a group of friends, and then the next thing somebody is taking screenshots and send it to Gistova, send it to Instablog. Somebody is somewhere on TikTok laughing about what is shared in confidence with your friends, and then it's all over the internet. And then you're saying, 150 million people are sharing opinions on your friendship online, or you're the subject of somebody is using you to get Twitter interactions, to get money from Elon Musk. Those type of friendships, so it's important that you have a very supportive friend group as well. And then if you're the person, okay, somebody is feeling jealous, right? And then there's somebody that they're jealous of. If you're the person that they are jealous of in this scenario, if you're the person that they're jealous of, when you're told about this, it's important that you empathize with their situation, right? You might not necessarily know how it feels, but just try to put yourself in their shoes. You might even explain to them that, oh, this thing that you think is happening to me just did not magically fall on my lap. These are the steps that I took, right? And to help me, get where I am, do it. Just basically empathize with them. And like I said, it's important that you invite another party into that situation so you're not dealing with it on your own, especially if your relationship or your friendship is not mature to that extent, right? Where you can exchange or bounce ideas around each other rather. And then it is also important to set boundaries because let us not lie. Let us not lie. What what people see or what parents see or what elders see that they say, oh, one should be careful in all of this situation, be careful of friends, 20 friends cannot play together for 20 years. It is real, right? You don't know whether the jealousy has evolved from just plain old jealousy into resentment or envy where the person can do you harm. So it's important that you set boundaries. Don't share all the important details of your life with them. It's very important that you share boundary. And then it is important that like I said, jealousy is not necessarily a bad emotion, right? It's how you deal with it, it's how you evolve with it, it's how you let it grow. It's whether you let it linger enough in your mind to begin to grow into other negative emotions, right? So please, as much as you can, follow the steps that I've listed. Talk to somebody, talk to your friend if possible, takes a step back and then self reflects. It's also important to know that your friend's success is not a determinant for what you will get as a person. Your friend's success does not diminish you in any way. If you take a step back to learn, to know what they know, you could probably get to where they are, right? It does not make sense that your friend is somewhere, they are the one pulling them back. Let us be very sentimental now. Let us be like Nigerians now. Who knows where your friend is what will help you tomorrow. So yes, just let things be. Pray to God, reconnect to your source. If you have detached from anything because of self reflection, you feel like this is where something happened or this is where something went wrong. Try to get reconnected back to that source. So, this is the end of this video. This is the end of my pep talk. If you like everything that I've said so far, please drop a thumbs up, like this video, and then share it to somebody that you know needs to share it to your friends, share it to your community, and then drop a comment on what you think about jealousy in friendship, jealousy in relationships, jealousy with family as well. Drop a comment and let us know. And as I love to say, a drop of honey for your day and also a drop of honey for your friendship. Bye, guys.